If you're into any sort of progressive rock, I'm almost certain that you've at least come across the name Plini. When I was first getting my feet wet in the world of instrumental guitar, Plini was one of the first artists whose music really gave me that rush of serotonin. His guitar playing consists of everything I like, both then and now. He has one of my favorite guitar tones, he's made some of my favorite songs, and his music makes me feel emotions, which is becoming harder to come by. Not every single thing he makes, but a good portion of it. Plini has been a force in the guitar world for over a decade, and as one of the veterans in this genre, his music serves as a branch between that meaningful note selection you find in older rock styles and today's modern technical guitar playing. To better describe it, it's the middle ground between classic and contemporary guitar. I reference Plini all the time, but have never given my actual thoughts on his music. So let's get into it. The music that Plini makes is some of the most balanced music you'd find across the instrumental guitar space. The mix of technical elements, beautiful compositions, and engaging modern productions puts Plini in a league that not many other instrumentalists come close to. And one reason for that is his incredible music writing abilities. His compositions are so fluid, he's almost like a composer who specializes in guitar. Some of the stuff he writes is really just beautiful. Even though what he makes is considered instrumental guitar music, the musical arrangements from some of his tracks could easily be orchestrated or performed by a small ensemble. A large reason for this is the jazz backbone that makes up his music. I'm aware Plini doesn't make jazz music, but rhythmically, his music is a jazz fusion. And in jazz music, the guitar doesn't really stand by itself. It's the compositional makeup that provides context for you to understand what the guitar is doing. And I'd say that accurately describes most of his guitar verses, not the choruses of his songs, but the verses. Now, Plini may not be the best guitarist in terms of guitar playing capabilities alone, and even he knows this.
Especially nowadays, there is a whole world of guitarists who can do things technically that are way more exciting than I can do.
But he certainly makes use of the less is more approach. When listening to his music, it feels as though everything is intentional. And you can say that goes for the majority of artists, but what Plini makes really feels intentional. Personally, I'd say he's one of the best guitarists when it comes to conveying emotion through his guitar playing. And what's crazy is that he's able to do that at a pretty high level using fewer notes than most other guitarists. The combination of note velocity and meaningful guitar phrasing really makes Plini's guitar playing sound alive. The passion and feeling his music possesses is truly unmatched. Like, where else do you go to get that style? And in terms of the music itself, there's tracks that I've been listening to regularly for several years. And when I say several, I'm talking 6 or 7 years. Salt Plus Charcoal, Selenium Forest, and Electric Sunrise are songs I'd honestly label as perfect. And that's not a description I use often. Actually, I'd apply that label to most of the songs from the Handmade Cities EP, which is full of just gorgeous tracks. Plini is genuinely capable of writing some compelling music. And it's not like there's only 2 or 3 songs of his that satisfy my taste. It's a good chunk of them, especially the tracks that have that melancholy, almost sad feeling to them. If I had to listen to one artist for the rest of my life, Plini would definitely be a prospect. And it's because what I like about his artistry goes beyond just the music. My favorite songs of his are the ones that tell a story through the songwriting, because the emotions I get from those particular songs is what keeps me coming back to listen to them again and again and again. Another thing is that his music has a lot of layers. You can listen to the same song multiple times and pick up on different background melodies or a bass line that you just didn't notice before. A couple years ago, Rick Beato did a breakdown of Plini's song Electric Sunrise, and it's a 20-minute video of him analyzing a 3-minute song because of how many different components are blending and working together. Plini's use of various melodies and rhythms paired with meticulous timing creates an imaginative world all within a couple minute song. And if I had to describe what makes Plini's guitar playing different from others, I would say it's his utilization of textures. He doesn't just play notes. Some are plucked with more emphasis, some are softer, some have that harmonic squeal. He makes use of so many different techniques all throughout his songs. And this goes into what I was saying earlier about his guitar playing sounding alive. Plini is easily one of the most articulate guitar players of new age guitar. I know this isn't the hottest of takes, but there just isn't much about Plini's music that I dislike. Every artist has songs I'm not a fan of, and Plini is no exception. But the reason he's so high on my list is because the songs I like, I really, really enjoy. In terms of all of the guitarists I talk about on this channel, Plini's songs are the ones that have stuck with me throughout so many years. They're the ones I keep coming back to just because of what it does for me. It's good stuff. You guys already know, I want to hear your thoughts. If you love Plini, if you hate Plini, let's talk about it down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.